Hey, hey, it's time to get blasted with, oh, that's a bad introduction. Hey, Blue Table fans, it's time for another installment of Gatelynomics, and I would like to remind you that I am an amateur. I'm a regular person just trying to make his way through life. But apparently some people get ideas from this, and I get a lot of positive feedback, so I think it's something worth putting up here. And it does play to the purpose of starting the business to begin with, which is to improve the community. And that could mean as close as my own family, or the people who work here, or the city that I live in, or maybe even in the world. So, sounds a little gushy, but there you go. Hey, see you later. Today we're going to talk about voluntary versus involuntary. And I think it's important to make the distinction. So the question for you, on which I'd like your feedback, is what things in your life are involuntary? And also, which ones are voluntary? And what is the thing that can make something involuntary? So, for example, if you see somebody walking in the rain and you pull up and you say, hey, would you like a ride? And they say, no, thank you. And you say, well, all the best to you, and you ride on. That was a voluntary thing. They could get a ride with you or not get a ride with you. But if you pull up to somebody and you were to say, in the rain, and you were to say, get in and brandish a firearm, would that be involuntary? Because they could just run the other way and risk getting shot. What if people hop out of the back seat of the car, grab the person, whoever it is, and pull them into the car, and you give them a ride home and then dump them on their front lawn? That is involuntary. That's pretty much going into the realm of involuntary. And that's called kidnapping. In fact, involuntarism is a hallmark of felonies. For example, somebody may ask you for some money, or they may ask you for some money and lay on a pretty heavy guilt trip. Let's say it's a family member, for example. And or someone could brandish a knife and say, give me your money. Is that now involuntary? What if it's not explicit? What if they don't really threaten you? What if they just showed it to you? What if it were just a butter knife? Would that make it involuntary? Is there a sliding scale here? And then, of course, all the way to maybe knocking you out with the butt of a pistol. And by the way, you see that in movies? I don't think that's how it works. Oh, and then physically taking the money. Well, that's definitely involuntary. So this plays into another topic of another video that I want to... oh, hold on. Could be a client. Always got to answer. Okay. This ties in, and I'm going to do like a separate thing on this, because I'm kind of... don't always know everything about what I'm talking about. This is the Fourth Amendment of the Constitution. It's the Bill of Rights, right? Like human rights, I guess. It says, the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated. And that's, I call it the, oh, and there's more to it, but I call it the no-touchy amendment. So that means, like, you can't just go up to a stranger and rifle through their coat pockets all of a sudden. Why can't you do that? Where does the idea come from that you can't do that? Bam! Supreme law of the land. Keep your hands off my stuff, please. And same thing with assault. Keep your hands off of my body, please. You can't just grab somebody and take them wherever you want. But I have over the years, the latest years, kind of been thinking about, well, what do I have to do, and what do I not have to do if I don't want to? And what are the forces in my life that make me do things, not make me, but I don't know, incline me to do things I wouldn't normally do on my own. And so, as usual, I would enjoin you to be colloquial in your comments. Only talk about things that have to do with you personally. I really rather not venture into the area of broad, theories, blanket statements, or I guess political platitudes. Just what does it mean for the common man? All of this.